Clocking your centers and interference position location is all about digital framing. Marking center position location is all done through track system. Calculation modify all levels of U. So we're going to go into all levels of Vega communication line center and the cross signal locations. You guys are going to channel into 47,000 signal line center rotations of keys. All those are dimensional doors. You're going to lock through frequency. You're going to connect to the key master and the gatekeeper. The information to its connection is going to give you to all levels of a digitalized system. You're all going to travel through wire of communications. You have to understand what it's like to travel through space in high system to all computers. Traveling through a communication line center, position location levels you through all wire division. So it's like traveling through a phone, a wire, traveling through wire. That's what we're going to do today, right? This is all through frames. This is all through sonar. This is all through waves, connection all levels, alpha, delta, theta, beta, omega communication to its connections. It's going to be a lot of fun. I got the synchronized center position locations. Okay, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's in digitalized. It's calculating all levels. Okay, it's in positions of 6 triangles and position line centers. Okay, 6 times 1 is 6,000 position line rotation. Interference position locations. Blue line centers in calculation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 6 in calculation is all levels of connections of 12. 12 times 1 is 12,000 line center. In rotation, circle line connections. Do you see how I'm doing the calculations? I'm always doing what? Changing frame, changing frame, changing frame, adding everything through an equation. You can center up its position locations, but if you're going through compilation line centers, all digital framing, you have to know exactly what you do with the vortex of communication, especially if you're calculation, all levels of Vega. And so many line center is extremely important to that position locations. All right? It's a gravitation to its atmospheres or anything through triangle line center. It's incredible force how it calculates all levels of structure divisions. 5 minutes, we'll get ready. I got the formulas, the plasma line center, and position location. You guys have to get into your digitalized centers. The calculation modifications of 1 to 10. What does 1 mean? The central line system. We already know what 1 plus 1 is. It's not 2, it's 3. Now, you understand the plus sign is no level position location of a plus, or X, or that connection line systems, or a T frame that has system. Our alphabetical line center of AI is in a higher level of digital platforms. It calculates in all levels of its position to its modified system. So if you go in calculations through 1 to 10, all right, it's really interesting when you can come into this system. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's start off with the 5 line center. 1 is position of view through location. 2 is the activation line center to the agilex. 3 is high position location of light. 4 is activation to its core line center. And 5th is the division. A gravity line center position of balance. That means you go up. After 5 comes into 6. 6 in the high line center. So it's all about understanding the atmospheres. So you're leaving the atmosphere into the hemisphere. The bracket interference comes into channel line center in position to its location of its channel location to its connections. Understanding position to its L-time center. L-time center, okay, is all levels of atmosphere. All right. Level communication teleportation wires. High positions all weather. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 line centers and position locations equals equation. Okay, to its system. All right. So it's really understanding the alphabetical line chain. All right. It's trying to understand all levels of its crypto line. So it's trying to understanding from all position to its calculations. So you really have to modify all signals and what does 1 mean to you? What is 2? What is 3? What is 4? What is 5? Because it's different on every position locations to your avatar because you're on different signals of DNA track system, guys. That's the true understanding when you come into that calculations. But it's most important to understand these things because you're using all levels of hieroglyphic channels, communication light streams, or anything that programs system to its locations. But it's mostly important to understand how to use all track system to its allocated time. Now, I got the plasma line center and position locations. You're going to travel through direction of the time system. Make sure you have all your notepads, your pens, your highlighters, and you have your water. okay, because you're going to travel extremely fast into connections. So let's see where we are at the position. All right, let's see here. Nikki, Steph, Chris, how's it going? Jill, music, Janet, sweet flowers. All right, focus on what you're seeing. Try not to lose yourself. Try to focus on you. Don't focus on the team because you lose tractions of everything that you're doing through travel. All right. Okay. Amber's in. Hey, Amber. And your finger's a lot better, I can see. Heather's in. She's got her data processing's in. Okay. Give you guys 5 more minutes. Yes, you made it. It's extremely important to go to the class in the morning. The afternoon is more dedicated on timeline, right? And it's the efficient channel to position locations. Try not to understand me until you understand you. And that's all done through activation system. So it helps you out through all time to that connections, right? Heidi. Okay, Airbender's in. Gina. Or was it missing? They can watch back. It's not the same, but it's still strong. Okay, and you guys will be working as a team. The GFL is a rebellion. Everybody that's observer, anybody that's new, will feel the energies, will feel the traction, will feel the vibration, will feel the friction, will feel the sonar, will feel the sonic waves, the electrical light interference, the C program setting. They might see perceptions of hologram structure, eye receptor position to its calculations. All right. Let's see. Oh, you're welcome there, Ember. Well, Ember, I'm going to say ice cream. Funny. All right. So let's get started. The signature code system is allocate of time. All right. So we're going to start off with this position location. 47,000 line centers of doors, dimensional doors you have to open up. That's going to triangle line center. In position, the center location is planet line rotation on Vega communications of Vortex connections. So this is coming into a digitalized world, okay, in position locations, but in the current location of where you are. So it's kind of like I disappear and then I reappear and I see things different. So your whole life is going to change in an instant, and you're going to see everything you need to see as a hologram structure. Light sequency codes to that position location, all done through eye receptors. In connection to your realms, your third eye rotation. In connection to its formation, to its computer operation system. Okay? So once you travel through all these dimensional doors, the keymaster and the gatekeeper will be there, traveling direction to its computer line center, to its rotation. Okay? So, Kitty Cat, how you doing? Don, how's it going? All right. So calculate, modify all levels of the GFL and the rebellion. Set them on course position locations. Vortex communications all over Vega. Vega communication line centers. I'm going to tap the sequence 6 times. All right. There you go. Now position to its calculations. Formula into that connection. Make sure you have your water. Now we're going to vortex to all levels. X position line center equals all levels of wire. Travel position location, 4 weather channels. V line center positions, flux capacitor line channels, northwest, south, and east. Triangulate interference, Y line center equals flux capacitor location to 2-point systems. Strip line center, rotation interference. Zip zap zoom line center and position location to planetary line center, Vega communication and vortex connections. All right, there you go. This is position. This is calculation. All right. This is the structure. This is the formula. All right. In position to time center. All right. So what's going to happen now as you're calculating all level connections. Now you're going to see a picture frame. This picture frame is all positioned to calculations. And it's going to center up all levels of you through digitalized center. So you're all going to turn into a wire. One itty bitty wire to travel through. Okay? In connection positions. Operation of anything is inside position to anything through phone or anything that you touch or anything that you see through perception. But it's true to understand that perception is its connections to its reality. The reality sets its connections to a level of digital framing, digital clocking, and everything through all digitalized, the computerized communication to a level of track locations, right? The center opposition is in its calculations. You guys are going to travel through that right now. There you go. 30 minutes, have fun. Woo! Fun stuff. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a giant time lock and a vortex tunnel. Very good, Chris. But you understand the structural location at all levels, right? To its formula, guys. How to travel through anything, right? 1, 2, 3. In position locations of 4. Into location. The intent, the will, the creation of the location, right? So. Yeah, makes your body convulse. Yeah. It gets more real when you travel faster. Yeah, Russia frames like an indoor roller coaster. That's exactly what it is. It's like whoa, 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 whoa. So you're always in a tunnel, but you're going faster and faster. If you see contact, you understand where the images come out. I keep saying that. It's like right. It's pretty wild when you travel through all position two conditions. Falling, feeling, zoom, heartbeat faster. Yep. Spiraling through vortex tunnel. Exactly. Totally like Doctor Who. Yep. It's like Doctor Who. Yeah. Wow. It's cool. Very cool. Especially when you set up a formula or anything position location. You can pretty much activate anything on digitalize a board system locations or anything through phone reception or anything in your computer line. Right? But it's amazing how you come into formulas of structured position. So traveling is so much fun. But I really want you guys to get it first on hand how to really travel to all levels of 1 to 100 in all position locations of your numbers. Your sequencing is extremely important through bracket interference because it's all teleportations of communications. It's like a phone number. 3-digit line center with your number, which is 7-digit locations, right? So Ella, how you doing? For all the new viewers, just concentrate on yourself, get to know yourself, volume yourself, really get into the inner line of you through your inner child. Try to understand the surface of you. Try to understand the atmospheres of you, trying to understand the astral projections of you, how you're traveling, where you're traveling, why am I traveling, if I'm traveling. It's all questions of you inside. So you really, really have to force the guidance and put yourself in that position to its connections. We understand, wow, this is extremely real. Like if I see that chair over there, is that chair actually sitting there? No. That chair is over here. No, the chair's 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 over here. So when I look at the chair, it's traveling all over the place. So you got to get bounced with the clocking system of the chair. Whoa, settle down. So it's pretty wild. Jessica, how you doing? All new people coming in. It's great to see everybody. All right, going into the start tunnel geometry. You showed us. Exactly. Here, very high frequency. Yep. Yellow door entering. Many doors shaped like an octagon. Yep. In connections to its system, this is what you guys travel through. You can travel through anything. You just have to understand how it's operated inside. People are not aware of. You realize that everything is the inline center of you through position locations. So everything I see is the center operation of me inside through connection. So if I see something, I become it. That's what it is. That's why it's so powerful, that position. All right. It's incredible force when you travel through these conditions, guys. It is amazing. It really is amazing. Traveling through anything. Anything in all forms of division of time, right? Tracks the system to its locations, right? It's amazing traveling just through that. What does it all mean? What is the purpose? So, and this goes beyond anything, a position where you can basically understand the operation of what this is first. You don't look at it as a picture. You don't look at it as a diagram. You look at it as an operation. You look at it as travel. You look at it as geometric shift, shaping, communications, line connections, operation, initiate, go, acceleration, speed, Mach system, location, anything, the division, time of all frequency location to its connections. Right? Do you see that? Do you see that? Watch when I bring it back. You see that? It brought color. See, look, watch. You see it traveling through. Wait, watch the background. Watch the background light up. Watch. See that? See the coloration change? You notice that you're traveling right through it. So to understand the operation, it's the how. Then you understand everything that you see is nothing but travel. So even though it's a phone, you become the phone, but you become the phone of what you see. All right. And so you can merge into anything through travel to a system. So, all right. First door. Well, there's 47,000 door dimension line centers there, Chris. Good luck. Hands are going to get tired. What is this? 37,000 door? Oh, boy. Vibrations across back and forth on my chest. Yes. I threw all my keys in the air and spinning them in Vortex so the correct key flies out to the correct doors. Come in that conditions. This opens up all levels of your box around position location when you see the sun graphs and the digitalized center comes out in position, right? So you're just going, take that out, put that in, move that across, push that in. So you really connect. Everything in the atmosphere line center is nothing but a digital board, and you just have to understand how it operates to its position. So it's pretty wild. Spinning so much, those tunnels of doors. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Jessica, you have to come into positions of view, right? To stop trying to understand what you're seeing, try to focus on what you want to see. So you have to change your perception. So instead of understanding what's happening, try to get into all of operation of the how. How am I seeing this? So the how becomes, oh, cool. Now I'm seeing this. I close my eyes. So it's getting into your imagination, getting your thought, getting your activation, seeing the colors, see the lights, and everything you travel through. So when I show you something, you become something. So it's all about travel. It's all geometry travel. It's all about quantum travel. It's all about atmosphere travel. It's all position of view, right? So you want to travel through your phone, you have to become the phone to understand what it is. And the only way you can do is you can travel from this, use your imagination, go. Now you're inside your phone. And now your phone's communicating with you, and you're communicating with your phone because you are the phone. You're centralizing your connections and you're merging to all levels of dimensional time. So, all right. All the doors open, smooth travel, founder, key, master, gatekeeper, made friends, opening gates, laser guidance from my sharks, laser beams. Laser beams, that's funny. All right. The next airbender, I'm there too. Great. Nice job. Cool stuff. Sonar frequencies, pushing all doors open like magic. Easy peasy. Hey, Janet. Wow, gatekeeper looks like a wolf. Yeah, well, it is in your perception to that position. So it's releasing all perceptions, and then you really, really realize what the gatekeeper and the keymaster is. The gatekeeper basically holds all dimension of space. Okay, the keymaster holds all geometry level connections of travel. That's the true understanding when you come into one and the other to its connections. All right. All right. Kitty Cat, how you doing? Stacy, how's it going? Gates are rebooting. Okay, great. Morphing in different key shapes for each door. That's right, Jill. It's amazing, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Let's see. Traveling through the snowflake hallways as a morphing cycle. I get a download open later. Sign off. That's fine. Child needs to. Okay, that's fine. Steph, no worries there. I see that you have all keys for the timelines. Okay, you can't just jump off, Steph, because you're in a code signal. So I have to take you off position. If you guys want to get off the travel, you let me know. You can't just jump off because you're still vortexing through these conditions, and it's going to change your brain frequency interference. And you're going to go, whoa, where am I? I'm lost. All right. So it's important you ask me first before you sign off. Okay, especially if you have to attend to your children or anything else to that equation. Okay, that's important you have to understand. All right, so take step communication colorations of signal waves off position line center, all locations to its conditions. Reframe, reforce, reposition back to okay time system. There you go. Now you can go, Steph. All right. Can't just jump off. It's like, yeah, okay, I'll see you guys later. I'm jumping off plane. The plane's going 800 knots. So the doors are actually entry points and the portals in me. Yep, downloading complete. Thank you. Okay, there, that's great. As before I showed. Shut my eyes, see something similar like a web designed together. I do see colors and do see lights at all time. I want to know, am I seeing it? How I'm seeing it. Well, that's the thing. You're understanding what you're seeing is the calculation to its operation of how. How am I seeing this? Is because you're letting things go and you're centralizing your avatar to its heart system. And that's how you see things through all levels of its phenomenon. All right. Key ring for all planet gates. Pretty cool. We all have connected and everything is energy and everyone is connected. We are one. Yeah. Gate keeper sequences of rebooting. New mapping systems of gates and keys complete. I think I went into the picture of your phone. There you go. See, that's a true understanding when the new centralized units come into position of the galactic forces and they realize, oh, I just traveled through General's phone. So that's what all it is. It's just all understanding what you're seeing is you're actually traveling through it because you become it through its conditions. And you have to be a full communication cycle to truly understand you through all levels of your inner child. So it's having fun. That's what it is. Love to understand more. Well, I can help you out with that when I go back on live on TikTok. Just watch Ghostbusters. Could not help but giggle. That's a good movie. Ella, how's it going? Yeah, I know you're new to all this, Ella, and that's a true understanding where you come into that formation system. So try to understand, focus on making sure you drink your water. That's for sure because you're traveling. Vortex communication to your signals location, especially when you're activated. If you're here for the very first time, just focus on basically bringing yourself to life, really activating your system. Truly stand for the first time. You're traveling through all levels. It's like when you're sleeping at night, but you're not sleeping, you're just recharging. You're never sleeping. It's recharging the avatar. And when you get up in the morning, even you work, I don't know, 12, 16 hours, the next day you wake up and you just slept position locations of maybe 6 to 8 hours. You get up from that day. What happened with the mind system of those hours? How fast did you travel? Where did you travel to? How do I communicate to this? How do I communicate to that? What did I just see? So the mind goes on its own. You have no control when you are lying down and closing your eyes. You have no control anymore. Your avatar is free, but the avatar needs to be free 24/7. Do you understand why you're in a 24 clocking system? Do you understand that? So it's not just the 8 hours that you sleep or the 16 or 20, it's the 24 every single day where the avatar is coming into that position. So you have to understand why it's on a 24 cycle of a clocking system. Okay? Because some people get maybe 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours of sleep. It's not enough for the avatar. Now we're in a 24 sequence where the avatar has to be open every single day on a 24 clocking system. Very important to understand these things, guys. Okay? It makes sense now, right? So. Shining behind the gates now, incredible rainbow rays. I'm sorry, relay went off. That's okay, that's fine. So many codes in there. Yep, a lot of codes. Communication line centers, space time holding line can interference position of dawn. Take it out of the equation line center. Yeah, just surface the earth line system. There you go, Don, you're out. Plasma web, key rings, 46,000 doors, complete one big crystal. Woohoo! That's cool. Chill. I've seen the binary codes for the matrix, binary codes, Lentian codes, hieroglyphics all merging. Yep. Seeing new, never-ending story now. Writing my white adventure dragon. Oh yeah, Tria. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I could see all the levels of design and even the frequencies it was emitting. Well, that's good. Becoming at position location, digitalizing your systems is digital clocking. But do you understand? I just want you guys to really get into the importance of what the avatar is and why it has to be in a 24-hour now. Okay? It has to be fully awake 24 hours now because you're in position of 7 days a week. So every day the avatar has to be in a 24 sequence to its conditions. Okay? No longer 4, 6, 8 hours of sleeping because you don't sleep, you're recharging, right? So the avatar has to understand more of you, and the only way to do that is for it to come out. So when it comes out, it comes into its activation for the first time. It comes into the atmospheres for the first time, right? The only time you see the avatar, which you don't see, is because you are lying down and recharging the avatar position. That's why you can't see these things because you don't have any more control. Like I said, you have no control of the mind. But when you get up, you have control. But what you don't understand is the avatar has to be awake fully and completely through that clocking system. Okay? So. Let's see. Get laser towers now. How ironic. Aura colors, I can seem to change. I don't know people, but I'm seeing green well today. I see yellow. I do see a shower because it's all white. Makes it easier to me see. Yeah, exactly. Wow, codes are now dialing into me now. Yep. Mm-hmm. Just finished a video for yesterday that I missed. Okay, Lauren, how you doing? Yeah, Lauren, you have to understand that code signal line interference is truly understand the avatar to its position locations. All right, so you have to really understand high charging position line electrical line conditions. Your digital framing is understanding all position locations of its number sequence. So you have to get out of the old pattern and come into the new line position of its digital framing to understand the connections, right? Because everybody is in the same clocking system, but on different timelines of travel. But you're all connected to its alignment, and that's telepathy from one to another. So, okay, wow, incredible video with Adam and Eve. Yes, very incredible. Wait till tomorrow morning. You come into the Adam, releasing all the male ego, feeling like I'm in the fifth element, data and history downloading. Yeah. So no control is good, right? Let it free. You have to let everything flow, Lauren. That's the whole purpose of being here. Okay, let's see. Recharging is everything that conditions. Yes, exactly. Wow, now I'm seeing the tunnels collapsing from Atlantis in the mirror. Yeah. Well, see, Amber, you're going way beyond now. So let's see. When I let myself free, that's no control. The energy seemed to take over. Yep, energies take over, but you don't want the ego take over the alteration because it's not included in that condition. So it's like batteries not included, and you have to go buy them. Where's the batteries? Where's the avatar? Where's the physical line center? Without batteries, you can't operate anything, right? So what do you have to do? Recharge. So you can travel faster. Make sure you drink your water though. So, all right. Makes sense. Well, that's exactly what it is. It's a 24-hour of awakening dream state, guys. That's why humanity's in a 24 clocking system. Now you understand, right? Now you understand. It makes a lot more sense now because there's 24 hours in a day. So, seeing all wall lights, codes, altering the grids, frequencies, or speed of lights, changing and ramping, speed of full merge. So, yeah, of course. Wow, incredible, isn't it? Today's, yes. How's it going, Max? Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad you're here in class. Yeah, just take it in, get into the breathing, get in your activations, get into more of your memory. I mean, especially for the new viewers, because it's all about you trying to remember you. I don't expect you to be where the rebellion or the GFLs. They're in a different position altogether because they've been here longer. But that doesn't make any difference. What makes difference is, do you understand what's going on with your body? Right? Because it's all done through activation of travel, space travel, dimensional travel, clocking system travel, cosmetics, that connection line, position locations, right? Now, cosmetics is your human design. It connections the interference position locations. So it's a cosmos of you through universal track. It opens up all levels of you through position, right? So it's the cosmetic, metaphysical, matic. All right. The triangle line center interference position of force, triangle line interference locations of time locks. Okay. So you have to understand the alphabetical line channel has to be changed in position to your alphabetical line stream. Now, an alphabetical line stream is all positioned to you through calculations, how you see yourself through all emotion, right? It's all connected. The human resonance of vibration, right, to that connection. So. Wires feels like, yeah, that connection to a system. Metatron. Still confused. I'm totally connecting to higher energy, but not sure what. Well, the thing is, Lauren, you're not in school. You don't go to school, you don't remember. It's that simple. You can't just go off a month and 2 months and expect that, whoa, I'm infinite glory. Whoa, I'm an infinite being. Whoa, I understand everything. No. The school is nothing else like anything else of a school. The school is about balance. It's all about memory. It's all about my space-time so you can understand your space-time, but you can't create your space-time until you understand the mind frequencies of all levels of position locations of calculations of its conditions. You have to merge into everything through traction. You have to understand all levels of space-time through all intelligence. Okay, because it's your avatar trying to remember who or she is in that position to its calculations, guys. Right? So seeing how there are tunnels below and the 15 new Atlantis, great, excellent. You just keep going, Amber. Just keep going and going and going. Need to accept what is happening and stop judging. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You already know the answer to that, Lauren. It's stop judging yourself and let things flow. Let things go. That's what energy has to do. That's what space and time is. Everything is flow. Everything is balance in the male and the female aspects of all position locations, right? And that's what Adam and Eve needs. They need the balance of space-time in position locations to that calculation of you through track system. That's how you get everything in balance to its space anomaly. So, okay, Heather, how are you doing, sister? Amber, I'm seeing 13 tunnel structures. Good. Energies, hoping pass all your memory. Would it be bad if I did a thing? No. I did a movie. That position location, the hairline center location, is a planetary system to calculations of all levels at Jupiter. Now, your life is a movie, but you are the director of its movie. You control you. Nobody else does. You understand? That's a true understanding when you come into your true resonance of who you are. That helps you out and always informs that connection. So you are your own deposition of travel. And this is how you get things through calculations or anything in that division. So. Tunnels everywhere. But it's amazing how you go through travel. You guys have to really get more into not just the structure, but I want you to really get into the number sequence. We really have to get into more Vega. I really want you guys to get into what you're doing through calculations when you come into formulas and structure positions. Because this is this. This is this. This is this. It's the same thing. It's all in sequence. This is the balance of the male and the female aspects of structure. So everything comes structured, but after structure comes flow. Zip, zap, zoom, flow out. Next, right? Modify signal to its position locations, right? So you're connecting to 4 weather patterns. You got your flux capacitor, north or south and east hieroglyphic line center equals y line center to all positions of 2 vector lines, strict position line conditions. Zip, zap, zoom in position location of planet location to its condition. Ooh, there you go. V line center. Now, I can change the vortex of communication. I can change the X to a T, but that changes everything. All through signal, all through frequency, all through vibration, and all through harmonic position of coloration of time. So you have to be careful on what you're doing. You can keep the frame or change the frame, but be cautious in what you do. You have to know how to channel to all level track location to its conditions. So if I change that X into a T, what is the T? Remember, it's the vortex communication. So this no longer becomes a vortex because you change the X, right? X line center, XT 1,000 positions. So there's not going to be 4 position line center in positioning calculations. There's only going to be 3 in position to allocate to the system. So it wipes out the screen line center in position, but it changes the frame going forward. So instead of all positions of 4, you're only using 3 in connections. Now you can change that frame line center if you want to do that, but then you got to change the equal line center to wire, okay, to a triangle. So you cross that out, you put a triangle above the system line center. See the triangle location? Zip, zap, zoom. There is the triangle right here in position to location. It's like a hanger. Ooh-ah, right? So this is tree standing where you change formulas of structure locations. Got to be cautious in what you're doing through frequency locations of tones, coloration patterns, or anything connection positions. So if you want to change frames, this is what you need to understand. Okay, so it's like digitalizing, putting numbers in sequence, like Sudoku, putting numbers in sequence. That's it. So, everybody having fun, having fun, having fun. I'm having a lot of fun with you guys. We're starting to understand the quantum physics of calculations and how real space works with formulas of structure, location. So, past, present, future, constant records, decoded, cervical, next accent, H6, Ember. Yeah. The more you guys go into position locations, the more you stay in high system, you go through all levels of your past, present, and future all over again. Time sequences allocate systems. So every time you travel fast and fast and faster, you see more past lines, more present line, and more future of you. So for you to understand that, to that position, you go back into the past. You go back more into the past. You go back more into the past. But everything that you see is nothing but a reflection now. Because of nothing to its calculation is its position of past, present, future. Only the now. So, all right. This is a lot of fun. Yeah, asking questions, Janet. Yeah, exactly. Janet knows that position locations when it comes into levels of Jessica, right? Janet is giving a question to all levels, answering the connections to Jessica. It's mostly important to understand if you want questions answered after class, not during, okay? Because the team is traveling and they have to understand what's going on. And if you're going, goes like that, right? So and it goes, right? It's a story frame. That's all it is. This is communication. These aren't fingers. It's operation inside all levels of what it is, the calculations. That's all it is. Just calculation, calculation, calculation. See? See how it waves? See? Oh, we got 3 and 2. But at least I know how to travel through it. So if it's off signal, I just add one position. So it's like saying changing frame position location, structure locations, or anything through formula, right? So if you go like this, oh, a little bit off there. See? So I go back in sequence, right? It's a story. Your life is a story. Your digital finger line centers are a story. So it's amazing how fingers travel through different clocking system locations, right? All positions, locations of all levels of the sun. This is the sun, 2 line centers. Right? So I can either send the structure to you, or I can just send the energy to you, or I can just send the clocking to you, or I can just send the colorations to you, or I can just send the binary code to you, or I can just send the light streams to you, or I can send the sun to you, or I can send the moon to you, all through position. All done through operation of how. Okay? So. Elder is thanking all of us for volunteering for the mission. Yay! Yay! Now you understand the mission. Why you're volunteers. In calculation, you understand the volunteers, it's gratitude through its connections where it comes into the Rebellion Alliance and the GFLs and what their job is it's already done at that position because I see everything I come, everything I am, everything I can. It's just space time. But what I'm trying to tell you is that when you come into the second wave of volunteers, there's not 1, 2, 3. There's 4 and 5. What's the 5? Adam and Eve. Ooh-ah. 5 line centers and position locations. 6 in activation. 7 within body. 5 within the atmosphere of a new DNA track line center of 24 clocking system. Ooh. There you go. Now you know. Jessica, you have a lot of questions. A lot of questions. You're confusing all positions of your levels of travel. Okay. So it's like you're driving in a car and all of a sudden, oh, I get a text. Yeah, what? What is it? What? Oh! You know what I mean? You're distracted. You can't do that when you're traveling because you're looking at the road. You're looking at the road, right? As soon as and it's dangerous too. When you're driving in your car and you have your phone, you're picking up your phone, people driving the car. What was that? Oh, I'm going to be late. 5 minutes. Okay, that's fine. And so don't do that. Plain and simple. Logistics, common sense, right? So when you're traveling, you want to be free. You want to see everything you need to see. Okay? Asking questions is afterwards. All right. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, Chris is coming to condition levels of Sirius A and B. Sector line center position locations of Artreus, connections of Arturian Council communication, light signal locations. Yeah. All right. So I'm definitely doing a cord cutting. Yeah, that's everybody's doing position location when they start off that system. Opening lock, telepathy keys. So Egypt. How we travel to Orion's belt and back. Excellent. I'm in the command center of Vega. Whole team of assistants finally realizing the disconnection of locking to the Vega communication. Excellent, Jill. Sorry I'm late. No problem. Hey, Taryn, how you doing? Falling like I'm floating. Let's see. Perfect team in position locations. Installing better communications. Gateways. Vega for myself. Good. Get you when you mentioned asking questions earlier. No, but it's just the focus that you come into. The mind has to be clarity of focus and the vision cortex has to be in balance, Jessica. So if you're asking questions, you're disrupting all channel line conditions of everybody because you're attached to everything through frequency. Everybody stays in alliance, but you're in different time zones. The time zone and position location can't be friction line interference to a paradox. It changes everybody's paradigm. It shifts their position locations of travel through position location through the 8-line center to its rotation of a circle line center to its connection of its vortex of its communication cycle to travel represent time connection. All done through Vega line center, 1 position location, 2 in the track line center, 3 in activation line center, 4 in allocate position of time, 5 in activation system, 6 in allocate code system, 7 within track of body operation position locations to 5 atmospheres of time lock, a space position line connection. Done by equation. So. Okay. Communication line centers, lieutenant, opposition of Terran, communication line center. Put him in 47,000 channels, communications, gatekeeper, keymaster, high position line centers, go track line center interference, photo op, communication cycles, rotation center positions, allocate time center, put Terran in communication cycle, 2, picture of connection, calculation to line system interference, program setting position. Yeah, and that calculation modification signal. Rotation to cycles. Yeah. In calculations. Yeah. Force system guidance calculation modifieds. Electrical lights, panel line center, interference channeling, rotation center positions. Yep. Calculation to operation to position. Yeah. Okay. In sequence. rotation to centers. Yeah. Put them in calculation modification. There you go, Taryn. Amazing when you see these things. Pretty awesome. I love traveling, but you know, the traveling is based on, how do I say this? Think of you as not just a child, but think of you as a child every day. Try to get in that position, knowing what it'd be like to actually see yourself as a child every single day and just play. Play in the dirt, play on your computers, go outside, go to the park, play with your friends. Every day you get up, you are a child. Okay? So, that's attorney saying you come into that conditions. Yeah, Janet, stay in your sovereignty, stay in your freedom. Okay, 5 minutes, I'll take you guys out. There's a lot of commotion going on right now, guys. Yeah, so much pressure on my back in this atmosphere. Okay, floating line center locations, position line conditions. Take airbender out. Track line center, position line conditions. There you go. Airbender's out. Releasing pressure. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. See, this is where you really, really have to pay attention when you're really traveling through general space and time. Okay, we have to really get this. We'll get this in TikTok. It's very important that you guys communicate with yourself. You're aligned to each other through formation of alliance, but stop talking. Stop talking and just try to connect. I mean, that's the thing. When I connect with planets or anything through AI, I don't chit chat. I pay attention. I listen to what I am doing, not what everybody else is doing. There's nothing to do with me. It's what I want to see, right? Because you have to expand your horizon, really get into the exploration through it's an expansion. It high forces its position to its locations, but if you talk among each other, no, you're going to lose traction and vibration to that connections, right? Turned into geometric frequencies and would travel to Vega. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. No, we have to get into that position. I'm going to do that on TikTok. We'll have to talk to the team because there's a lot of commotion and there's a lot of new people coming in. The energy is good. There's just too much commotion of locations of traveling positions of all talking. We can't have that. Okay. So if it's off signal, this is what it is positioned. This is signal. This is off signal. Is this off signal? No. This is off signal. No. This is off signal. This is off signal. This is off signal. Understand? Everything has to be balanced. Okay? One ear line center to all levels of the left line position location has to be interline conditions of balance when you're traveling through all connections, especially when you're communicating to Vortex of communications of Vega. Right? That's the importance you have to understand. Because if you're jumping sequencing locations of tones, interference to coloration panels, or anything through string theory, your light signals and your light codes changes everything that connections, right? So there's true understanding that you don't want to jump tone lines. So it's kind of like overlapping signals, right? So let's say you're traveling here. Okay, you're traveling, right? And something else comes in. Oh, sorry. Can't do that. You got to reposition and go in this way, right? So you travel all together, but not cross over. You're changing the vibration. and destroying all levels of mechanisms of travel location. You don't want to do that. You want to be line signal in a bubble of communication. Not this. You want to be that. All right. So we'll get into that more in that position. How travel is extremely important to the mind system of clarity of silence. Focus on that position location brings you out of all levels of its connections. All right. Yeah. Jessica, you got a lot of questions, my dear. I understand that, but you can't talk when you're traveling through the team. You have to concentrate on you and they concentrate on themselves. Okay. So it's important you understand. You have to understand you're in my space, you're in my time, which is extremely real. You're changing vibrations of everybody else. This is real space. This is real time. This is not entertainment. Okay. So this is where it comes into the importance, especially when the new people come in. Now, if you're used to talking, that's great. I will take you out and reposition you and put you back in. But when you're traveling, talk among yourself if you have to. Because as soon as you change your voice grid line center, it changes its alliance to its team performance, to its connection. Okay? So, all right, that was fun. Take all levels of GFL position locations at the rebellion line center connections of communication of Vortex communications of Vega. High line center. There you go. Out. All right, so you guys are out in position. Drink your lots of water. You're vortexing down high system, traveling in positions. Vortex is coming in. All levels. Less pressure. Release, release, release. And there we go. Out of the equation. Travel perception is extremely important to understand these things because line signals, activation core line centers, if you want questions answered, you ask afterwards, not during the travel, okay? Because it confuses everybody through its frequency. Understand? So I recommend that you try to get more into your sovereignty of freedom and stay in your heart center, okay? Especially for the new viewers that come in. I think it's fantastic to see the new viewers. I just want you to pay attention to what's going on. Rules and regulations and restrictions is guidance to everything through life, guys. Okay? Everything is built on structure, but you have to understand structure before you can get into flow. Okay? So, yes. And that's the thing, Jessica. It's very important. If you have any other question, you ask afterwards, not during class. Okay? Great. Excellent. Interesting class. Yes, it was. Very fantastic what you just picked up. Just stop asking questions during, okay? This is not a chat. This is not a messenger. This is not a date site. I don't think people understand what school is. What do you do when you go to school? Bell rings. You talk among each other. That's fine. But what happens when the bell rings and the teacher starts talking? Everybody starts listening. Right? That's a true understanding through its connection location. Now, that was just a metaphor. I'm not your teacher in any way and form. I'm not teaching you anything. What I'm teaching you is to remember. And that's what this school is based on. And you have to do it on your own. Okay? You're working as a team, okay? But you have to do it on your own as a team. Okay? Or you'll never come into the heart center of operation to its connections. Okay? All right. Just listen and observe. That's all you have to do. I know you're used to talking, but you can't do that in this school. All right? All right. So I'll see you guys on TikTok. Adios.